I did not show, but I have shown, is the art gallery wall in the schoolroom, library. So here's one, and I just took everything down and it went in their art notebooks, but I thought this was very nice. My 7-year-old daughter, just basic lines and curves. Yeah. So this is where this stuff goes. I had one that just started coloring and drawing, and she wanted tape, and she was sticking the things on the wall. So we created the art gallery wall. To give you a visual, this is before you go down the stairs. So, calendar. So we have all this space here. Like I said, I have shown the wall with art on it. And we'll put some more things back up. But that's what we do here. And actually, I have a line to hang the things on so that we're not taping them. But that was just their idea. The bathroom is actually behind me, so really nice little area to just display some things out of the way, but still where they can see them. Good morning. All right. I have recently shared the homeschool room tour, and I had a question on resources. And again, I have shared this before plenty of times. However, I'm aware that I have new viewers, and some people have not seen the videos, all of them, or you know, the main one that featured this curriculum set. So I am going to share again, and from the point that I shared, I think it was 2016, I constantly get questions again on where. This is a very full curriculum, and a lot of the things that I show you all come from here. So you know, it's understandable to get a lot of questions. I like to point you to the right direction, but here we go. 2-disc CD-ROM set. Okay, 2,000 pages. Even though this says preschool, okay, the things that you all see are not just preschool. If you watch the math binder, the whole part numbers, I had a question on that. That's where I got that from. Okay, I'm going to give you a little walk around this store, because I feel that if someone had showed me this when I stumbled across this years ago, I would have not hesitated. I see the wealth and the value in it. It's a mom, and she started with preschool. She now homeschools her own children, but this is, you know, 20 years worth of work, and it's awesome. I love the fact that I have the, you know, the full curriculum set, all of the discs. I love the fact that I can just pop in the disc and print out what I need when I need it. I can do multiple copies, which is very invaluable, because if you're doing a workbook, yeah, you can, you know, you can make copies and things like that, you know, a work text, but at some point they outgrow it and you sell it, you know, or you get rid of it, or if it happens to get wet, then it's ruined. These, no problem. So the question in particular was the pillars of character. So I am going to show you this. Like I said, this is where they came from, and I am also going to show you another printed out set. My set I shrunk and laminated because I didn't want the full size page, but they're actually 8.5 by 11, and I do have a set that I printed out that was 8.5 by 11. A lot of the things that you see from this curriculum that I'm using, I shrunk down because I didn't need the full size, but some of the things are full size. So that is awesome. But here we are, teach at daycare. You can also, what am I trying to say? Google search teach at daycare, and you will be brought to her store. And That way you can purchase the full set. Like I said, it's very well worth it. Some of the items in here are, I'm sorry, moving the camera, are, like I say, are basic level preschool, early age. You can, I would say, there's coloring pages, coloring books, just one disc full of coloring pages, which is awesome. 18-month, 2-year-old can utilize. But there's also science posters, with the cells. I'll show you some of those things. The periodic table, there's fractions, there's all sorts of things. So actually you can take this up to 5th, 6th grade. Okay, it's just a matter of how you want to use it. Some of these things I have shown, portable, what do they call those things, mini offices. I put my things on these charts. I don't need these things on the wall. These are full size, 8.5 by 11. I shrunk them down, or I did the portable office and put them on a poster board that folds so that they're out of the way, but the children can use them. I also took some of the resources and made them into booklets, and they go into their daily learning binder. So the word wall for the 50 states that is in the middle of the room, where I only have one laminated, came from here. So I have all 50. She sells the word walls already printed and laminated. The price difference is tremendous. That's why I said if you were to purchase a full laminated set of all 50 states, it's going to be pretty pricey. These are just calendars. This is good. You can give a 2-year-old and get them started on just some basic. Of course, they, follow the line. And, gentle geography. You can use these for notebooking pages. We have a set of these, and I printed and laminated all of them. And basically this size. So full sheet, but there are 2 on a sheet the way I printed them. So I kept them as mat rather than cutting them apart for space sake. But these are designed to be posters that you hang up. Notebooking pages. And this is good. Label the major cities. This is well above preschool level. Count the money. So 2,000 pages, preschool, kindergarten, anchor charts. That's what they are, anchor charts. So one-stop shop, exactly. One-stop shop. And I looked at it for a while, and I was not sure. I had not seen anybody use this, but I stepped out and went ahead and purchased, and I've been happy ever since. There are things that I had to go back and get because they were not offered. There were new things. She's constantly making new things, and I appreciate that. Increasing in skill and grade level. And I've asked her to bundle some things for me, and she has. So I just, send her a message and say, this is what I want, because it's offered individually here. And I say, hey, how much it bundle, this item, and just give me a total. So if you have a very small child and you're planning on homeschooling, and you want something solid, this is the go-to. This is really the only thing that you need. So, and again, this is just a 2-disc. I think there's probably 14,000 pages in the whole curriculum. So the word walls I talked about, you know, space and the seasons that I put up. There are 53. I only picked out a select few, but like I said, they helped the children spell those things, and 212 pages. To me, that's a winner. To, you know, the mobile idea was very nice. They did help put a couple of them together, and it works. So there's weather, winter, and I will change them out accordingly and hang them. I don't want too many hanging up at the same time, but it's nice to know I have that option. Farm theme, owl themes, all sorts of things. Character qualities. So, your 50 states. If you are not happy, very important. Very important. She is so understanding. Have not had a problem, but that's something you want to be mindful of. Books and Bubbles. You can also Google Books and Bubbles, and you will be directed towards her web page, her web store. Categories. Walk you through here, because if there's so much, if you don't know what to look for, you would miss a lot of good stuff. So I am going to take you here because this is important too. If you don't have a printer, change the orientation on here, and that way I can get more across. Okay, so if you don't have a printer, she offers pre-printed packages. Okay, I'll show you this math one really quickly. This is kindergarten level, so let's go ahead and click on it that we can get a feel. So we are using these for the 3 and the 4 and the 5-year-old. But you get your pages like this. And what I did was I took all of these, adding, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 through 10, put them in sheet protectors. So I only printed out one set, addition and subtraction. So the 10 frame things as well. Matter of fact, there's one of these on the table. They're all in sheet protectors. Some activities are cut and paste. And you see some are, color, do a dot. And these are cut and paste, so, every now and then I'll just throw one of these in there. But this is how I got the 4-year-old, to really start her gentle addition. Now we're to the point where I can write the number. She can recognize the number sentence, the number equation. Tally marks, we love. They needed practice. This one in their daily learning binder. Same thing with the domino addition. They can recognize the number equation and write the number out. But very basic. So this works with a very small child to introduce math. And these are really fun for them because they're, hands-on. So you get a little packet like that. And I'm going to show you probably a couple more real quick. So word families, collage. This one has a hodgepodge of things, coloring sheets and states and things like that. Here's preschool, sight words, Bible. We use a lot of these in their notebook. This is so nice. Upper grade level math. So So again, you can print out 1 set, 2 sets, slip them in sheet protectors. And because it is a lot of paper once you start printing, but I found that, you know, sheet protectors really do the job. So outside of their, you know, normal math curriculum, this is how we did a lot of things, especially bridging the gap with the math curriculum this summer. We just used these, and there you go. Plans and diagrams. There's the solar system. She has things with special sounds. Okay, articulated sounds. There's just so much on here. So much. The 50 states package, if you wanted it printed. Counting and writing. Animal tracings. Alright, let me go back up in this other category. Try erase. Tracing. So a lot of things you can get already laminated. Alphabet, there's cursive. There's letters and numbers. There's shapes, and a lot of things I just, you know, either laminated or took and put in sheet protectors myself. But they have the numbers and the letters in their daily learning binders. Spanish, lots of foreign language. Okay. So you have options. If you don't have a laminator, here's a great option for that. Fractions, 10 frames, daily learning binder. I have that stuff in. Ooh, the lighting is kind of bad. I should turn on the light. Skip counting. And so there are pages and pages and pages of already laminated material. These things I took and laminated greater than and less than. I took mainly the not basic, but the skills that they need the most. Something on money, something on 10 frames, something greater than, less than. The core skills. And I laminated those things. A lot of other things, I just give it to them as is. I'm trying to think of something else. All my flashcards come from here. The disc. So here's the disc. She has this broken down. You can buy, like I said, if you go to her web store, you can purchase the whole set. But she also has broken down, and you will get these things within that set. But if you just want specific, you know, Native Americans, you can get that. Science by itself. She sells science with another, you know, item. It's very unique. France, you know, desert animals, nursery rhymes, Daniel and Lion's Den, sign language, Ruby Bridges, parables, military, Australia, Abraham Lincoln, composers, artists, children's book authors. There's so many things, and you're not seeing that here, but that's, you know, some of the stuff that she has. Franklin D. Roosevelt, Hanukkah, New Zealand. There's another little set. Phonics in 50 states. The phonics disc is very good. I use that a lot with the little one in her preschool. Her letter of the week, number of the week binder or interactive notebook. So phonics and Bible as a set. Argentina, the children around the world. Ramadan. So, let me see, one more thing, maybe I can. 156 results. Alright, classroom posters. There are 895 results. So again, like I said, a lot of the things that you will see, I have shrunken down. My calendar pieces. Popped in my circle time disc. I'm into classroom management. Here are pillars of character. So you'll see this is, pretty much how big they are, and I made a couple of different sets, but here they are. So this answers that question that I received. And again, I just changed the orientation because I have that option to do that, and I laminated one set, and one set I did not. There are so many files just on this one disc. I don't know, there's just so much stuff on here. And specials classes. I mean, if you wanted to, like I said, this was designed for preschool daycare use. If you wanted to, use these things, you have this option. Today is, we actually have these, I shrunk them so that they can kind of get a feel for, what today is, what class. Calendars and things. So the calendar pieces, I went with September, but you have options once you purchase the entire disc. See, if we were in January, it would, and I used the pieces, this is what it would look like. So, you know, eventually I may switch to this. This is kind of neutral, but to me, I wouldn't necessarily be able to use snowman in March. So I went with the most user-friendly pieces. And, you know, there's holidays in here. There we go. And use this for patterning and things like that. So that is how it looks for now. Like I say, later on I might switch it out. There are some flower pieces and things like that, but definitely not the holiday centered ones. There's March right there, so you can get a feel for March. You know what March looks like. April. I think April is probably eggs. So, but that's a lot of, oh, rain. Okay, we may do that one. It's a lot of laminating. So, yeah. And I could also take the pieces and double side laminate them. So it's just a matter of my choice. Of course, December, you know what December may look like. There we go. So holiday theme-ish, and then just the holiday pieces. So you put your, there it is, that's what I said, rabbits. You put your, you know, your piece on that specific day. Represent that. The fonts are really cute. So, here we go. Time flashcards. Open this. Couple of these. I have the flashcard job cards in the red pocket chart you saw, but there's also these. So you see there's a homeschool planner. We'll open that up in just a minute so you can see what it looks like. But all the word walls, the word walls I did not shrink, I took them full size. So in case you were wondering, they are full size. Alright, let me go to this planner so you can kind of see if you like if you like owls. Alright, share. 53 pages in this planner. I'm just going to shrink this orientation so you can see. So it's very, the colors are very soft. So if you want bright, they're not very bright, but it's really nice. And mine, I just, when I use this planner, put in one of my binders. And this one goes by the month. The other one was pretty much by the week. Field trips. You get notepads. Meal planning. Today is your little scheduler. So really nice features in here. You know, basic. Calendar notebook. So this is where I got theirs. I know, you know, a lot of people that use calendar went to Confessions of a Homeschooler. If you want to do something like this, it really does help. And my pages are laminated or in sheet protectors. Things that they use pretty much every day, you know, to learn these skills. So, yeah. We had a couple of things ruined, so I had to, you know, come in. But it was not a big deal because I could print out. And they can get calendars and fill in calendars, give them calendar pieces or stickers. Let them make their own calendar. Make them dry erase so that you don't have to keep printing them. Weather. So we graph the weather. And a lot of her other concepts like the 10 frame things, the addition things, I add those also as a little packet. I can write my name, I know my phone number, an address type thing. So in the summer I shared their binder, like in August, so you can go back and look at the video. Number of the day, the word. So basic, you know, you can start with write the number. They can write the number, then you teach them the 10 frame. Then they move to the word and the tally mark, and then the 10 frame, the color the base 10 blocks. So 6 different skills, 5 different skills on one page. Numbers chart. So, very nice. And you know, even to have to round all this stuff up on Teachers Pay Teachers, that's a lot. You wouldn't find all of it in one place. So I pop in my set and I'm good to go. Alright, so we're at the table. Let me show you what's on the table. See? They had their little math on the table. So, but yeah, this is what we do. You know, like I said, they know how to grab it and come get it. You know, I will put it in their binder or leave it loose so they can just grab it. So, but this is pretty much what it looks like. Entire curriculum. And there's the coloring pages one. Preschool. So get all these little deals. And this was not a free gift, but I think I ended up getting a double maybe of the phonics or something as a free gift the second time. So I did give away, but you will more likely get something as a gift for a purchase. I am here. Alphabet. I want to show you this really quickly. I really love these fonts. These are full 8.5 or 8 by 11. 8.5 by 11. So let me show you what I did, since they are handy. So here are mine. Okay, flashcards. So I laminated them, but I really love the fonts on these, and it really helps with the handwriting. Excuse me, teaching handwriting, showing them tall letters and the lines that they hit. So if you don't have the room to put these up, shrink them. But these are single and they're laminated. Mine cost a fraction of the cost to laminate them and, you know, print them out. But Very nice. And then you can get the entire wall. So again, I wanted to keep mine black and white. That's why you see the black and white polka dots. I didn't want the color, but I did not mind, you know, these because they're not in front of them. Mix this upside down. Get the paint. And so very, very nice. And I like the, you know, the pictures that she selected. Alright, so 10 frame. As you name it. You have the medium and mold, which are really helpful reference charts, reading strategies, minerals, which my kids love. You see all the rocks they bring in here, and they have me identifying. So, yeah. These things are in their daily binder. Little booklets I made them into. Their anchor charts. So, scientific method, verbs, adverbs, place value, so right here, you know, it didn't take me much ink or laminating pages to you know, print this out and do it, but it's here. You don't have the time. These are ASL charts. These are really cute fonts. Botany. We have all of these things in use. All of your life cycles. Ooh, color of the week. So all of the things I was showing you earlier on the disc, the charts, okay, the seasons. It's fall. Similes. These things I've used with the little one and their card size. So throughout the vlogs and videos you see these things, and this is where I'm getting them from. Or even on Teachers Pay Teachers, or not Teachers Pay Teachers, on what is that, Instagram. Sometimes I'll just post up some things, and so this is where they're coming from. Gallon guide, something like this. You can put into the math binder. This goes into our, it's in the math drawer actually. Gallon guy or gallon man. Alright, sales. Home that good stuff. Get your multiplication charts. Your word families. Classroom jobs, and you see mine are in the pocket chart. They are cards, flashcard type. So you have options with the disc. I'm not sure how much time I have taken up here, but again, I just wanted to, like I said, I like to be of help, and if someone had done this for me, it wouldn't have been a chore trying to decide. You know, it's really difficult, even if, you know, it's a curriculum, a work text, or a textbook or something. I like to give a full, you know, kind of walkthrough so you can really see, because it's kind of hard to gauge if, you know, you just see a front and a back and, you know, maybe a middle, if it's really something that you can use. But yeah, come on here, check it out. It'll, you know, take you a while to see. Put your things in your cart, and you will find that you probably want to go ahead and purchase the disc. And like I said, contact her here, let her know that you want some things bundled, and check out her website. Oh, yeah, that is where my pillars of character came from. So thank you, and I will be available to answer further comments. Bye. Alright, so here you go. I'll show you something. All the places. Here's one of my videos here. Still really convenient. But here is the store. Books and books. So here are all the places you can find her. That type of thing. And like I said, the entire curriculum. Here's your price, which is it's still very reasonable, even though this is more than what I purchased for. It's still very reasonable, considering, you know, the options, the print options and things like that. You can use it for years and years and years. So you have little children, 2, 1, you know, coloring sheets. There's a lot you can do with it, and if you plan on having more children, so it would be a very nice investment